What a lovely, lovely time that we have with you today, dealing with women's rights and women diplomacy. I'd like to end this moment on talking on women and governance with wonderful ladies that are here to discuss about the difficulty also of women when it comes to governance. So I would like to please welcome on stage Royal Highnesses Béatrice de Bourbon des Deux Siciles. Please come in, who is Princess de Bourbon des Deux Siciles, Camilla Cruciani de Bourbon des Deux Siciles, who is Castro Duchess, as well as Maria Carolina de Bourbon des Deux Siciles, who is Calabria and Palermo Duchess. Thank you so much, ladies, to be here today. What a privilege, you know, to have a family like that who will come and tell us all, you know, about secrets for woman empowerment. Thank you, ladies, for accepting to be here with us. So the first question would be, could you explain how you are defending women's rights in your daily noble function? So, please.
Yes, hello everyone. Nice to see you from last night, everyone. Well, it's a big fight, it's a challenge. And I personally am Italian, and I grew up in America and in France. And life is all also about educational programs, and forums like the one here today is a very big step forward. Because when women and men become conscious of the reality of gender equality's importance, I think it's very, very, very important. And as a woman, when I stand up with the United Nations Women for Peace associations or other associations in Italy like Salva Mama and so forth, I stand modestly, but I stand up for many, many other women that through my travelings around the world, I have noticed how we have so much to go to succeed in this battle.
Indeed, we still have a long, long way to go. Can I ask, please, what do you think about your influence, you know, in women's rights for your professional daily noble function?
Je dois dire qu'en ce qui me concerne, mes parents nous ont permis de vivre comme des femmes libres.
So, my parents allow us to live as women, but free women.
Et responsables de notre destin. Donc nous avons essayé avec ma sœur et mon frère d'être des personnes libres, des personnes qui ont essayé de réaliser leurs rêves, mais aussi, je dois dire que moi personnellement, j'ai ressenti une tâche profonde d'aider les femmes et de les mettre aussi en avant, à mon niveau, mais en avant.
Okay, so basically we have been raised up free and, you know, master of our destiny. But very, very soon, you know, at a very, very young age, I knew that I wanted to help the cause of women's rights because I felt as a free woman that this was a sort of a mission that I wanted to accomplish.
J'ai travaillé, j'ai assumé mon rôle de mère, de femme et de femme d'entreprise. J'ai fait beaucoup de choses dans ma vie. Je suis maintenant un peu plus tranquille parce qu'on m'en dirait à la retraite. Donc j'essaye de donner mon temps pour aider les jeunes artistes, aider des femmes dans le besoin qui ont tous les soucis que nous pouvons aussi imaginer.
So I've done my entire career. I worked, I have been a mother, and now that I am retired, this is time for me to take care about others and help those women who are in need. Can we listen to you?
Yes, so good morning, everyone, and very nice to see you all today. So my personal story starts that I had to be born a boy. And I think that my father was a bit disappointed when I was born a girl. Because in royal families, it is always the boy that succeeds to his father. And since a few years now, a lot of royal families have started to change this law that is called the Salic law to allow girls to succeed to their parents. And it means that gender is not important. Whether you are a girl or a boy, you can be the head of the family. So our family is the royal house of Bourbon to Siciles. And in 2016, my father changed the Salic law in favor of the absolute primogeniture, allowing me to become the future head of the royal family.
Amazing.
So I think that this was a very brave move, a move that is very modern. And my message today is especially to men. We really need men to be part of this battle because yes, it is female empowerment, gender equality, but men are also part of this action. We all have to really take action and try to help women in this battle through education, for example. I am 20 years old, and I really try to do my best to share my experience, to share my thoughts, to really disseminate information through social media, for example, which is the quickest way of sharing information today by, for example, participating in forums like those of today. And really, I think that the most important for people my age is to talk about this problem, to take action. Age is not a limit. It's never a limit, whether you are 15, 13, 30, 80, 60. I think you always can start your own path. You could always be an example for people, and it's really a message of encouragement to the younger generation.
Thank you very much.
I'm very proud. It means that all my values are well put in, my two daughters.
You can, honestly, you can. And of course, we say hello to the second daughter, because what a very important decision, you know, from the father and the acceptance of the duty. And I'd like to come back to this. What is the most difficult to accept governance as a woman? We heard with Najat that we have self-limitation. Was it something that even you could have?
Well, I've had my own experience, as we had the pleasure to hear everyone's experience. I come, first of all, my father passed away when I was 9. So I grew up with a mother, a single mother, who was first an actress many, many years before, and then became a businesswoman, very big Italian businesswoman, and who also had to grow up a daughter. So I did realize from a very young age how difficult it is to combine family life and, as you say, also a business life. Then my life changed, and then when I got married, but I also, I am into business since many, many years. But my business is a high-tech satellites, cyber security business. And it's dealing with armed forces, generals. And so I've been facing a lot of this, I would say, problematics. Because it's a world, especially in Italy, I can only speak about Italy. In Italy, it's a world really dominated by men. And as a CEO, we do not have any women CEOs. And in fact, a study, I think that is, people know, from the Fortune 500, there is only 8% of women who become CEOs.
8%,
8%, and this is Fortune 500. And so that shows you that in Italy, when you are a woman, you really have to try to justify yourself. It's a permanent challenge to, I would say, have the right respect that a woman has. Because when you walk in a room, for example, in the armed forces, or not only, but in many, many other circumstances, they more look at you as a woman, would not say they would look at your lips, but they would not have to look at your lips, they have to hear what you say and your head. And so it's a real challenge to do this. In politics, I see a real change. So I'm quite happy because we see more and more in politics people that, women that are at leading steps and they are now have leading roles, and that's great. For example, we have a prime minister in Italy who's a woman. But in the industry, in the business, it's still a question of, I think, culture that we really need to change, to give us a chance, an opportunity to be at the same level as a man.
Thank you very much. Did you experience also difficulty in your daily life when it comes to, you know, your woman leadership acceptance?
Je pense que comme toutes les femmes, nous avons dû lutter pour nous faire reconnaître. Et comme disait justement Najat tout à l'heure, effectivement, il faut en permanence, je dirais, prouver que nous sommes les meilleurs, ou tout au moins que nous faisons le maximum. Et il est toujours difficile, effectivement, quand on se retrouve, et quelquefois je me suis retrouvée dans des situations où j'étais la seule femme, et en plus, sans vouloir non plus dire quelque chose de banal, mais quand en plus vous êtes une princesse, avec le nom que vous avez, je peux vous assurer que c'est pas toujours facile.
Yes,
Bien au contraire.
As Najat was saying, as a woman, even me, we always have to prove, to demonstrate that we deserve this position. And when you are the only one, in a circle of men, and especially when you are a princess and you have this princess name, I can tell you it's very difficult.
Et on voit très bien dans le regard des hommes, bon, ben celle-là, elle ferait mieux de rentrer chez elle, elle n'a pas de soucis, elle n'a pas de problème, qu'est-ce qu'elle va nous apporter? Donc je vous assure que c'est un combat journalier.
We immediately see, in the men's eyes, what is this type of female, what can she bring us? So I can definitely tell you that this is a fight and a daily fight in order to attain and gain legitimacy. Pour avoir la légitimité, n'est-ce pas?
Oui, mais alors c'est une chose qui m'a été quand même... J'arrive maintenant à cette conclusion, c'est que le discours, quand même, homme-femme, est essentiel. Il faut vraiment travailler main dans la main. Sinon, nous allons arriver à un combat et on va changer de camp. Quand on voit aujourd'hui... je ne sais pas, mais j'ai été particulièrement choquée par la dernière revision de la chanson. Quand on voit la vulgarité, quand on voit l'image, mais même de l'homme à la télévision, eh bien, mesdames, on a du travail à faire.
Yes, so I want to emphasize that this fight has to always be hand on hand with men, because otherwise we will have a schism. We will have too much division. I want to also mention Eurovision competition, because I was very shocked with the image of men on stage. So ladies, we still have lots of work to do. Thank you so very much. Please just listen to this younger generation who is so bright and full of energy.
So obviously I agree with what my mother and my aunt just said. Even for the younger generation, stereotypes are a horrible thing. And of course, when you are a young woman starting your career, starting your life, it is sometimes complicated to hear by other people, oh, look at her, she is a woman, look at her with her blonde hair, she is too naive, she is too emotional, she is not intelligent enough. She is 30, she will want to have kids soon. And so you're completely limited because of your gender, and this is completely unfair. I think that we have to fight against these stereotypes. We have to try our best, always have to prove ourselves. We have to work 4 times as hard as men. And also, as I was talking about earlier about social media, I think that, of course, social media is very important to spread a message of equality. But social media has also a very negative effect on gender equality because it portrays an image of a woman that is always beautiful, perfect, maybe there for the desire of men. And so I would say that this is something that we would really have to change. I'm trying to do it personally and modestly. And I see a change in the younger generation. I see a generation of young women who are fighting for their rights and for who they really are, and not for just the image that they portray of themselves and what other people think of them.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you very much. Ladies, you have made us the honor to accept signing the International Accord for Women in Diplomacy. Could you tell us why did you accept, and what would be your message to younger generation by signing this?
Well, I accepted because I think it's a big step forward, and I think it's exactly initiatives like this that one has to promote and has to support. So it's an honor to sign it. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Alors c'est un honneur pour moi aussi, et je dirais tout simplement, l'union fait la force. Alors allons-y.
It's an honor for me too, so I would simply say union makes strength, so let's go.
And I will venture a quote by Gandhi, which is, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." And today we have an opportunity to make a change, and so we're here, the three of us and all of us here today, to make a first step towards a big change.
Yes, all of us witnessing this signature of this agreement. Thank you so much, ladies. Here is the paper. Thank you very much.